This is an interesting question. The South Sudanese population in Sudan is hard to tell exactly how much, but they are in thousands and they're spread all over Sudan. You have South Sudanese in the greater Khartoum area. You have South Sudanese in the eastern part of Sudan, like Port Sudan. You have much concentration in the area of White Nile State. These are the areas of Kosti, Kinana, Rabak, and Al Jazeera. And you have population of refugee population in Western Sudan. The area around the end, you have several camps there, refugee camps, people who came from southwest South Sudan, areas like Raja. The most concentration, according to figures, that was before the war, was the area of the White Nile State, area south of Khartoum, Al Jazeera, and throughout the White Nile State, areas like Khosti, Kinana, and going towards the east in Al Gadaref. This is because areas such as Managil, Al Gadaref, these are areas of food production, agricultural production. So you get most of our population concentrated in those areas because of demands for work. In most cases, people are organized into communities, so they cooperate, being in a foreign land, having to the impact of new culture and a new setting. So you get together all the time. Yes, I confirm this. That South Sudanese in Sudan are very organized and cooperate very well with each other. The situation is now different from the time I was stranded in Sudan. That time it was the first few months into the war. Now the war has been going on for 2 years, so there are realities in the ground that are different, quite different from those days. But now the issue of safety becomes a major issue of concern, depending on the area where our people are found, whether it is an army control or a government control area or an area controlled by RSF. Each controlling power impose their rules and ways of how to get by. What I can say at the moment is to spread the word out there to the world that we have a lot of innocent civilians stranded and they need help, at least to sustain their living. They need some boost here and there with means to get medication, with means to get food, and those who can find some safe corridors to get out, if they can be helped as well to find their way out of the borders of Sudan. Honestly speaking, most of or almost all the organizations, whether international or local, that existed in Sudan have either ceased operating or they just left due to the intense situation in terms of insecurity. The ground or the atmosphere was not safe for them to operate. They could not get protection from either forces, the government or the RSF, including even church and other religious people. They had to just abandon their bases and they left. They found their way out of Sudan. And in some cases, there are people like reverend sisters and other laity from church organizations had to be escorted out. That is the severity of or the level of insecurity that inflicted on Sudan.